is we are the only dedicated company in education loan, and till now we have disbursed somewhere around 11,000 crores till now, and till now we have already disbursed somewhere around 35 odd countries, more than 2,100 institutes, and more than 1,000 of courses we've already disbursed so far. Like right now, if you see, there is a one question is always in the mind of a student when to apply for education loan. Going overseas is always a dream for any student and settle there. And if you see, for if there anyone is like planning to go for overseas, they need to give a certain exams like GRE, GMAT, IELTS. These are the exams they need to actually give, and then after that, they can apply for any university. And this is the right time when student need to apply to education loan. Meanwhile he's getting a result, and during this process they can also process for education loan, and they can get a pre-approval loan sanction letter from Credila, and we are the only one who are like providing this pre-approval letters. As per me, this is the right time. Like
That means that
since the pandemic is
that
going
means
on.
so that means that once you come to our office, or once we talk about your plans of going abroad, at the same time we can also start the loan process. It need not move one by one, because a lot of our students don't have this knowledge that they actually start the loan process once they get admission letter. But you can actually check with the HDFC before you apply for a college also, whether loans are possible or not. And they also give an option that they can give you a loan pre-approval letter before you get an offer letter from the college, so you can save your time also in that.
Even though at the time of counseling also, when you are just explaining them about the courses in colleges, first of all you need to see the expenses also. If they are having expenses of 30 to 35 lakhs, if they're already having a pre-approval letter from SDFC or any loan lender, they can easily think for any good institutes also. Some students are curtail their dreams to go overseas due to this only, so they can actually try for this pre-approved loans. And just go to the second one. What all are the factors due to which loan eligibility counts? As this is an education loan, if you see, any education is depend on four factors. One is the student, second is the parents, third is the course college, and the collateral what they are offering to take any loan. As this is an education loan, the first primary factor is the student, what they are doing, or which course they are doing, what the dream they are having their mind to go there. And about the parent, what the profile we need to check it, whether they have taken previously any loans, and they are cleared all the loans, and need to check the finances thing. Course and college, any consultant who are like standing student, like you are guiding them, all the student, you can send them you just give them a brief about the college and the course. This is the thing we are also evaluating it. And if you talk about collateral, we have certain products where we are providing unsecured loans, but wherever we are unable to provide unsecured loan, there we are trying to take security and try to give them a loan. Third point, if you see what documents we required for processing of any education loan. For any education loan, we need a KYC of all the borrowers. It means student, parents, as well as who may be in the loan. KYC documents. If we talk about one point, is KYC document. It means we need to take the PAN card, one, second Aadhaar card, and third, student who are going for overseas, we need passport to check in. And if the second part is the academic document, the same document we needed, which you needed to get them admission to any college. It means we need a 10th, 12th graduation, any certificate during the all certificate we needed to process for any education. And if you talk about income document, like income document, it's directly related to their parents, because during the study, is like study student is like study there, and we need to actually take parents as a co-borrower. It means income co-borrower we are talking about, because loan is distributed between both the things, student as well as a co-borrower. Income document for the salaried one is we need a very we are having a very minimal document. For salaried class, we need 2 months of salary slip, 2 months of salary slip, 3 months, last 6 months of salary, 3 months of salary slip, last 6 months of bank statement, and last 2 years form 6. It is the basic document we needed from salary class. And if you talk about any self-employed part, same document we needed from ITR is the ITR and balance sheet, the additional thing we are needing from a self-employed. And fourth one is the collateral part. As a Credila, we are taking two collaterals only. It means collateral document means the security. in any case we are unable to process a loan, we try to basically we are taking a collateral security on the loans who are having a more than a value. It means they are applying for 1 crore of loan, right? For that thing we don't have any product. It means we can give a loan, unsecured loan, up to 20 and 40 and 45, not more than that. For more than that, we need a collateral documents. It means collateral documents is a property as well as FD we can accept it. And basically the different question is student is always asking what education loan covers. It means in education loan we can cover 100% of expenses. One thing is the tuition fee as well as any other expenses like accommodation, examination fees, cost of living, laptop, traveling. And nowadays, if everyone knows it, if someone is like going to Canada or any country, there is a day of 14 days quarantine for any country. If they want it for that thing also, company is having a thought of it, how we can give that expense to. And fifth question is always having in the mind of the student off campus. If they are like residing off campuses, it means most of the student is like residing first year in campus and second year or so they are just try to find out options outside so that they can save some money. Credila can provide the Credila can easily provide the amount for that thing also, and that the amount is directly transferred to the student account so that they can easily do expenses there in abroad. How we are different from other lenders? These are the basic slide we need to talk about how we are different from any other lender. As we are the specialized one, we have a basic research on each and every institute. And if you talk about any country, our book size is too big and our portfolio size is big. We have so many students there. We are already getting so many of feedback. So on the basis of that, we are making alteration in our products. One thing, the doorstep services, yeah, definitely before lockdown or the pandemic, we are giving doorstep services, but still right now also his customer wanted and allow us our sales executive to come to collect the document and all. Definitely we are providing. Second, unsecured loan. Yeah, we as per the country we have different loans. If we talk about Canada, we have 20 lakhs unsecured loan for the masters. If we talk about USA, we have 45 lakhs unsecured loan. In future, we are coming with UK unsecured product also, which other lenders don't have currently. Tenure. You can start it when you are applying for any loan. You can start with your repayment tenure. You can take it from 3 years to 14 years. It's a flexible option. Student at the time of applying it, they can take it and they can ask for any repayment option. Yeah. In any case, there is a loan amount is high and collateral value is less. In that case, we can easily take less amount of collateral and provide them a loan. This is a unique benefit which Credila is providing. And there is no upper cap also. If you talk about any USA thing or undergraduate part, Canada, if you talk about any undergraduate, most of the time engineering cost high to more than 5 crore. It means a course tenure is 4 years and the cost increased to 1.5 crores for USA and Canada. For that thing, yeah, we don't have any cap. On the basis of income and the collateral value, we can provide 100% finance to customer as per their want. Yeah. If anyone is having a property in SDFC Limited, which is already being mortgaged with the SDFC Limited, it means SDFC Credila is also a company of SDFC Limited. We can accept that collateral also as a second charge in our thing. This is the unique benefit we are providing. The main question student is always asking for attractive rate of interest. If we talk about rate of interest, every country, every program, we have a different rate of interest. We have a product for secured, unsecured. Yeah, definitely we have a difference of secured and unsecured. If we talk about secured loans, we are starting from 10.75% to 11.75% is our rate of interest. But if you talk about unsecured loans, we are starting from 11.25% to 12.75%. And on the basis, second another benefit is tax benefit. On any education loan, student or a co-borrower can avail income tax benefit under Section 80E, which is actually availed by only who are taking actually a loan and who are repaying the loan from his firm. They can take from income. They can easily avail the income tax benefit out of. We are the only lender this certificate from Government of India. That's it. And we definitely hassle-free process. If you can apply us, there's only 3 steps. You can apply online. You can provide scanned documents within 4 or 5 days. You can get the answer whether you are getting a loan or you are not getting a loan. We are quite faster running. And what are the benefits of HDFC Credila to take? It's all about it's a basic questions about rate of interest. If someone is like want a different rate of interest, we can easily like chasing a rate of interest. Like USA, we have a security, we have a different rate of interest. If we talk about Canada, we have a different rate of interest. If we talk about UK, Ireland, everywhere is a different rate of interest. So we can cover it after the when like student is asking a different question. Tax benefit, as I already explained you about the tax benefit. These are the benefits like HDFC Credila is getting it. This is the gadget which we are getting from Government of India. Everyone likes see this on the screen. It is benefit, and that tax benefit student can get it for 7 to 8 years. Pre-approval loan admission confirmation, yeah, the same thing I'm talking about. Earlier we are using for this thing for USA. Now we are already organized this thing for all abroad cases also. We can get the file. We can get the pre-approval letters. It means minimal document like student academic as well as the scorecard and minimal document of a father, and we can run a CIBIL, and definitely we can give them a pre-approval them to apply for the university. I need to cover it what is sanction letter and disbursement letter. That is the basic question, because after receiving all the document, we need to decline the case or we need to sanction a case. When we receive all the document for student as well as co-borrower, we need to have a bureau check for all the things. We need to run a CIBIL, and after that we just seek the approval authority, all approval authority review the file, and then we sanction the loan, and we can issue a sanction letter. Anyone can get the sanction letter after paying a processing fee to Credila. 1% processing fee they can pay it, and they can take the sanction letter. But nowadays, if you can see, more and more demand is coming for disbursement, because nowadays no one likes flying to any other country, and now they wanted a disbursement. All universities need a disbursement first before reaching to any country. Now they can easily apply to Credila, and they can send a disbursement request form to us, and they can disburse. We can disburse a loan in their account. They can show to university and directly paying to university, and after next day they can take the disbursement letter from us. And what other unique benefits what we have? That they need to sign a first thing is web-enabled billing and service. I need to explain it what exactly it is. You need to sign a loan agreement here, and when you are just reaching in Canada and you need any other country for second tranche you need it, you can easily send an email and you or use a mobile app to take the second tranche of disbursement easily, hassle-free process. And when you are applying to Credila, they are providing you one dedicated manager or a service manager who can assist you during your entire process. Third point, which is a unique benefit what we have, flexible on collateral and co-borrower. Flexibility on collateral means if you are applying for 40 lakhs, you have a one collateral of 20 lakhs, you can easily add another collateral. You can add value to your loan, and you can add 2-3 collaterals also, and you can apply for education loan. Enabled billing and services, if you talk about, it is like that if a customer is like going for overseas, they can sign a loan agreement here, and after then they just go to any other country, and after that they need a second tranche. It means second semester or a second year fees. They can easily apply through mobile app, and they can directly connect it, and they, without any hassle fee, they can get the loan. Second tranche. Second thing, if anyone is like applying to Credila, Credila is giving them a dedicated relationship manager or service manager to assist during the entire process. Third thing is the flexibility in collateral. It means if a student is applying for, let's suppose, 50 lakhs and the collateral value is only 20 lakhs, they can add any collateral value. It is 1, 2, 3, and we can add it and we can provide it. And if we talk about co-borrower thing, co-borrower, they can add as much co-borrower as they can to increase the income and apply for this. And if any person or any student who are like applying to us and getting a sanction, our company is providing them a voucher worth rupees 50 to 50,000 when they are getting a sanction. And for the details, they can go to credilaonestop.com. for the detail. And these are the testimonials.
In the presentation, you had mentioned about the KYC, details of parents. I want to check, I mean, at times what happens, one of the parent is working and the second parent, is not working. And the first parent is not having very strong income proof.
Right.
So in that case, can we have a third party co-applicant also?
Yeah, definitely. That is a unique benefit we have. You can add it to 2, 3, 4, anyone.
Okay, so when you say a third party applicant, the applicant should be in relation with the student, right? It cannot be a friend, it
It's
cannot be a family friend, it has to be.
no, it's a maternal or paternal side. Relationship proof needs to
Okay,
be actually proved.
okay,
There
and
is
there
only
has
a
to be an
rare case.
age limit also.
No, it's not a age limit. If a parents is having a age of more than 65 or 70, then we need to think of, else 50, 55, 60 is okay with us. Because if you see 60, 65, then because loan tenure is about 14 years, right? Minimum to maximum. So we need to check it.
So if in case, let's say I have a third party applicant whose age is right now 60 and the person is retired, but having a pension of about 50,000 rupees, is able to save around 30,000 rupees every month. In that case, can you make the person as a guarantor?
Yeah, definitely. We
We
can take
can,
it.
we can. Okay, okay. Okay, second question was, you mentioned about the collateral part that we can mortgage a property with HDFC Credila to take an education loan. So,
Mhm.
let's say if in case a client has a property where the possession hasn't happened right now, the construction is going on, we cannot take that property into consideration. And there are certain
Uh,
properties, where they have power of attorney. They can also not give loans on power of attorney, right?
No, actually, now things are changing right now. We need to actually check it. If we are, it's everything is depend on this, how much loan amount they are applying for, right? If they are applying for 25 to 30 or 35 lakhs of loan, right? I just give you one example of anything. If you talk about anyone is like applying for any Netherlands course, for master course, right? As per me, we have a product for 15 to 20 lakhs unsecured, right? But after giving us a property, we just tried we can give them a complete loan amount. It means 30, 35 lakhs, right? We can take GPA also, and we can book that case in our thing, and we can consider the case.
We can. Okay, okay. And when you say a loan against FD, like what is the percentage of
Uh,
FD you're looking for when you're giving education loan on that?
as I told you, we are actually a unique lender. We can take any amount of FD. It means as a process, we can take 110% of FD, right? But everything is case to case, Vedant. Everything is case to case. Like student is good, CIBIL is not that issue. If you talk about CIBIL, we, where we want a FD, first question is arise because first of all, we just try it for unsecured loan, right? Try 15 to, because if you just take example of Canada, most probably in all the master courses, student applying for only 10 to 15 lakhs, not more than that, right? And remaining 7 to 8 lakhs they already have. But in that case, if CIBIL is not good, then we are asking for 100% collateral. It means FD. Thing is like
Okay.
case to case. Everything is case to case. It's not mandatory. We are taking 100% of FD. It's not mandatory.
Okay, okay. And we've not heard one thing. I believe most of the loan banks which you've heard about, a lot of loan banks also ask for margin funds. If you could just, put your attention on that. What are margin
Margin
funds
money.
and all?
It's a margin. It's a margin. It's
Yeah.
a margin money. You're talking about it's a margin money, right?
Yes, yes.
Credila is not taking money. We can give
So
100%
let's say,
loan as per the eligibility.
if in case my total cost of study is coming out to be 20 lakh rupees, and I asked for
Right.
Credila to give me 15 lakh rupees loan, they will be asking for me to show 5 lakh rupees in the bank, right?
Yeah, if they already having, because as a company, we need to check the entire loan eligibility. If a student, the total expense is somewhere around 20 to 25 lakhs, right? And student is applying for 15 lakhs with us, definitely we need to ask from where you are arranging the remaining funds. If they can show to us, then in that case, we can provide them a loan.
Okay, so you have to keep one thing in mind, each one of you, that if you're looking for a loan and total cost is like 25 lakh, you will have to arrange surplus funds of around 10 lakh rupees in the account. The funds can be recent also, no problem with that. But that surplus funds have to be shown in the account. That's again very important part. So a lot of our clients, who apply for an education loan, at time they want to get 15 lakh loan, but then they don't arrange margin funds. Margin funds can be recent also. They don't need not be any old funds maintained, but this makes the loan profile more stronger.
No.
In that cases.
For us, actually, we don't need it immediately. We need a fund, or the old fund is. If we will talk about UK, they need a old funds for 28 days old fund, right? But
Yes.
for us, we don't need it, because if you see, 5 to 7 lakhs, a person is like applying for overseas, they can easily arrange
Yeah.
5 to 7 lakhs. Don't they think about
Yes, they
overseas?
can.
Else, why they are going for overseas?
Yes,
The monthly expense
I understand.
50,000.
Yeah.
If you check it,
Yes.
monthly expense in Delhi for one person is 10,000, but if you talk about overseas, it's 60 to 70,000 per month.
Okay. One more thing now. Now, certain times, our clients I already have a loan going on from another bank, and they need to move the property back from their bank to your bank to get the collateral loan done. How much time that process takes in?
Right. Bare minimum 15 to 20 days.
Okay.
Bare minimum
And
15
usually
to 20,
when we
because
come,
it's a BT case, it's a balance transfer.
yes, and usually when we apply for an education loan, for an unsecured loan, how much time it takes for creditor to decide whether it's a yes or a no?
More maximum 4 to 5 days, not more than that. 7 working days is
4
the
to
max
5 days.
time.
Okay. One more thing, I saw in your presentation there was one app. So see, a lot of our students, when they go to Canada, they go for a 1 year of a postgraduate course, and then they take another 1 year course when
Right.
they reach Canada. So then they often
Right.
want a loan top up. Let's say initially they've taken a 10 lakh rupees loan, and they may want another 5 lakh top up. So they need not come back to India for signing any documentation, right?
Right. I just give you an example. In last 2-3 years, there is so many cases which we already funded for Canada. They just apply for certificate courses for 8 to 12 months,
Mm-hmm.
right? After that, when they finished in Canada, they just apply for another course there for another 12 months, right? We are giving them a loan, and for that thing, if they are unable to actually provide, if the same loan is occurring, because if that mobile services is for the existing customer, right? For the tranche cases, but if a case is coming from a fresh cases, we talk about another course, it means that
Mm-hmm.
again there is a fresh agreement need to sign it. First agreement need to sign it hard copy. Second and third and
But
fourth, we don't need it.
Mhm. But let's say if we have a student who's overseas and sign the first contract with you, can a student be in Canada and we can send a contract through courier and then the contract can come back, right? That is very flexible in that,
Definitely.
right?
Then the same. Yeah, we are flexible, because if you talk about our most of the portfolio, 60% portfolio is in USA. Right? We funded most of the student in USA, after that in Canada, then India, and then other countries. Right? Our portfolio is diverse. In that case, most of the
Okay.
customers sending a courier from UK, USA, and other countries. We are very flexible
Okay.
on it.
Yeah. And let's say if a student is going for a very top rank university in Canada or US, what is the maximum amount we can
Yeah.
give as a loan without a collateral?
40, 45, and in some cases 50 lakhs also. USA, if you talk about
Okay. Depending on the profile of the
USA, yeah, defined.
mhm.
40 lakhs for the US sevens program, we have a product 40 to 45, but more than that, we need to take the review of a student and the college and a profile. Then we can provide them a 50. But for the Canada, as of date, we have 20 lakhs unsecured.
Oh, okay. So great then. So if in case there's any particular query or any more doubts you have, just let us know. We can again arrange sessions like these, in other times also. And if there's anything more important, you guys have a problem with loan part, you can always talk to me in person or one of my counselors. They're very happy to assist you on that. Yeah. Thank you, Vipin. Thanks a lot.
Definitely.